Validate the expression and answer in polar form. A cubic? Gross. You know, this one I might actually just convert to polar form first, then do the cubic. Okay? Yeah, because this is so much more easier, right? Let's just do that. I'm actually going to do it both ways to prove it to you. Okay, so I'm going to go pretty quick here. Let's just do the cubic. I'm going to do half of it in my head, and then I'll have to do the other half outside. So we'll do a FOIL first. Let's do it the old-fashioned way of actually just doing it. So -1 times -1 is going to give me 1. And then -1 times negative I will give me I. And negative I times -1 will give me I again. So I'm going to get plus 2I. And then I'm going to get a plus I squared. Okay, so this is going to leave me with, that's going to give me, oh, that's really nice, actually, look at that, because this would be -1, -1, so all I'm left with is 2I times -1 times -I. Okay, that's a little nicer. So then we're going to have -2I minus, -2I times this one, 2I times I is -1, times the negative, +1, plus 2. It's plus 2. Okay, so it's going to be 2 minus 2I. Whew. Okay, so that's cool. And we'll have to convert that to polar form. And to do that into polar form, I don't want to take up all my page here. So we're going to have, here's my real, here's my imaginary. We have 2 in the real and -2 in the I direction. So my vector is going to be down here, right there. I can tell you that this angle right here is going to be guaranteed. It is going to be 45 degrees, okay? Or what's that going to be? Pi over 4. Okay, so that's pi over 4. And this r here, this r is going to be √2 times 2. Okay, so it's going to be, what's r going to be equal to? R is going to be equal to, well, I can just do it, 2 squared plus 2 squared, square root answer is going to be 2.82, which is equal to 2√2. Okay, let's just check it, 2√2. Boom, look at that. Okay, and that's going to be pi over 4. Let's do it now the other way, okay? I want to convert it first, so I have to put a different color in here. Let's go -1. We'll put a different graph right here. So now it's going to be -1 in the real direction and -1 there. Oh, so we actually have it. It's -1 and -1. So it's still right here, and it's going to be a distance of 1 √2. That's going to be the range or the distance there, and the angle will still be -1. Oh, you know what? See, it's +2, bro. I was wondering. I was like, there's no way the angle has to change too. So actually, this is completely wrong. This was +2. I don't. Oh no, it's that's my problem. This is the wrong one. This is -1, -I. So -1 is over here, bro, and there's -I. So the vector is actually over here, and that makes sense. You're gonna multiply by 3. Bang, bang. So here's the angle there. Let's get rid of that thing, real confusing. And that's going to be pi plus pi over 4. Pi over 4, okay? So, bear with me, converting that into polar form, I would get √2 times e to the, it's going to be 4 over 4, so 5 pi over 4I right there, okay? And all to the power of 3. Okay, so that's what it is right there. That's converting that thing into polar form first. Now you think like, that might not be as easy to do, but I think it was easier. Now watch this. Doing the cubic, that's the super easy part. So now all we're going to do is going to take, what's it going to be? It's going to be, I have to bring in 2 times because I have a multiplication here. So it's going to be √2 to the power of 3 times e 3, what was that? 5 pi over 4I to the power of 3. Okay, so this is the power, that just comes right in there. So I'm going to get, this one's a little more harder. I'm going to put this into exponent form. So this is 2 to the 1/2. So I'm going to get 2 to the 3 over 2, and then e to the 15 pi over 4I. Not too satisfied with what is happening here because I'm not getting the same answer. Am I? This is pi over 4, negative pi over 4. 15 over 4. What does that work out to? What's 15? 15 pi over 4. Well, I have to, let's do this. So, oh, it's one less. Oh, it actually is the same thing. Look at that. 15 pi over 4, because 16 over 4, I'm going to minus 2 pi, which is going to be 8 pi over 4. Okay, that's one revolution. I have to minus one revolution just to, because right now 15 pi over 4 goes like this. Woo, woo, like that. So I'm going to minus woo, so I only go woo. Okay, so I'm going to minus, this is 2 pi, right, 8 over 4 pi. So that gives me, what does that give me? It gives me 7 pi over 4. Okay, and you can see that that's 1/4 pi away from 2 pi. And that's what it is right here. See, 1/4 pi away. Okay, so that's right, actually. That's pretty cool. And now this one, I have to confirm that this one's right. How am I going to do this one? Well, I can take out, so it's going to be equal to, this is some crazy math here we're doing. We're going to put in, I want to have it 1/2. So 3 over 2 is actually 2 to the 1 plus 1/2, right? 3 over 2 is 1 plus 1/2. And then if you have an addition up there, so this, I'm going to put this one here as 7 pi over 4 I. And this guy here will be equal to 2 times 2 to the 1/2. Okay? Times e to the 7 pi over 4 I. Okay, so here we're going to have 2 root 2 e. And now this is actually negative pi over 4 I. Okay, believe me that these are actually the same answers. Okay, so there you go right there. And this guy gave me the same answer right there, which is the negative pi over 4. And we had 2 root 2. Okay, might have been more confusing that way, actually. So maybe you want to stick it with that way. But it is simpler.